Hi, my name's Joe Bear Jr. with First Integrity Mortgage, and I'm the CEO. And today I'm sitting here with Tim.
Hi, and I'm Tim Whitmire, and I'm also with First Integrity Mortgage, and I'm a sales development manager.
So today we wanted to talk about one of our newer products called Approval Plus. We came out with it a couple months ago, and would you mind giving like just an overview and your perception of the product and how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the Approval Plus program is a program that allows us to take it a step farther when we're doing a pre-approval for a buyer looking to buy a home. And so, instead of just a normal pre-approval, we're collecting the documents and we're actually submitting a full file to the underwriter, and it's being fully underwritten up front before
So,
they even go out.
so what's the significance of that? Because I mean, when I started, and I'm newer to the industry, I've only been doing it for 11 years, and that's new in our industry. But like, when I started, I didn't know that there was different types of letters that we could write for borrowers in the beginning.
Yeah, that's a good question. And because in our industry, there's people who are issuing pre-qualification letters, there are people who are issuing pre-approval letters, and then the loan commitment letter is another whole step farther. And really what it means is that the buyer is credit approved. And so it's not about whether they could be approved or not. At that point, everything's been underwritten, it's been approved, it's done. We still have to look at the house, we still have to look at the contract, the title work. There's certain things that still need to be looked at. But as far as credit worthiness, it means they're 100% approved.
So
And
when you
done.
said, because you talked about loan commitment, so we know what loan commitment is, but like for the general consumer out there, especially in the St. Louis market, we've got a unique sales contract. Why is that impactful? What is loan commitment, and what should that mean to somebody that's going out aggressively in a tough market right now, trying to find a house and win a deal?
So when you're trying to buy a home, there are two very, very important dates on a sales contract. There's loan commitment date and there's a closing date. And everyone is aware, okay, closing, closing, closing. They know everything has to be done, and that's when they get
Right.
their house. But equally as important is that loan commitment date, because loan commitment is a contingency that protects the buyer so
Yeah.
that if something falls through, they lose a job or they don't qualify for whatever reason, they actually have a legal out on the contract, so they're protected.
Okay. So for us, the significance of that loan commitment is that, hey, we've done all this work or a vast majority of the work ahead of time before you even put an offer in on the house. But we're coming in saying, hey, they've got great credit, they've got great debt to income ratios, all these things that a loan commitment letter signifies traditionally. And traditionally that happens at the end of the process, not in the beginning. So what we did is we basically took it and we're like, hey, let's do this up front. Let's have one of our underwriters do this now. So that way the seller feels like, oh, wow, this is a really good offer. We know they're going to close unless something crazy happens that we can't control. But other than that, it's a
Yeah,
good deal.
exactly. You're absolutely right. And it gives the seller the confidence that choose your offer, that it's a guaranteed or darn near close to guaranteed it's going to close. So it makes it more in line with your cash buyer because everyone gets so excited about cash offers.
Right.
And this might as well be
Right. And
because they've gone through the credit process.
so we did a couple things to even enhance it recently. And that was one, putting an official like 14 days or sooner close on an Approval Plus loan. And I mean, that's another big deal. Why is that important? Why should people actually care about the 14-day close?
Yeah, that's huge because cash buyers are doing 14-day closes or 10-day closes. They're closing very quickly. And it's these sellers, it's really attractive to them to be able to close that quickly and move on with their
Right.
lives and not have to worry about what could go wrong or whatever. It wipes that all off the table and
Yeah.
just
And for us operationally, we just tweaked how we did things a little bit, and having the underwriter do this up front, just because we knew like, hey, if we want our customers to have a leg up on all the other lenders, customers going out and trying to buy a house, we're going to tweak this. We're going to tighten those time frames, and we're going to come forward so that they can make just a super strong offer. And that was the purpose of it.
exactly.
You know, and then one of the feedback we got was like, okay, yeah, I get it, but what happens if this doesn't work out? And so recently we added that guarantee in there too.
Yeah, and that's huge. I mean, it's a backdrop, and that's just putting our money where our mouth is. Like, hey,
Right.
we're making this commitment, so we're telling people you're credit approved, and we back it up. And I mean, I can't. The chances of something actually happening that's credit worthy that's I can't even talk. That's preventing you from closing
right.
is extremely minimal. So it makes it easy to put that guarantee on there.
Well, yeah, and that guarantee just makes it even stronger looking for the buyer when they're submitting that offer. Because if we put our guarantee that, hey, we're gonna commit and financially commit, not just on a piece of paper with a letter, we're financially committing that this is going to happen, and we're risking thousands of dollars as a company. And from the seller's perspective, if we're willing to risk thousands of dollars as a company to put our name on this piece of paper, like the feedback I've heard from our other salespeople is that that's super strong, and that makes the seller feel really confident.
It makes it real. It's not just a piece of paper. It's like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And if you choose our offer, it's going to close. It's all about the confidence.
I got a tagline we should cut. Like, it puts the plus in approval plus or something. I don't know. We should ask our marketing director off camera, but but seriously, that was the whole thought process behind it, is we want to make it strong. And so for us, just an approval is important, but the plus really actually means something. It's taking it to a next level for us. And that's why Approval Plus is, frankly, in my opinion, just a superior product to get you to win a deal when you go out into the marketplace.
Absolutely.